Today, I will be adding life to the marketplace area. Let's get started. I wanted to add a couple of merchant stalls on the cobblestone area, so I started by making the beer stand. I wanted each market stall to have its own color, and I chose gold for the beer stall as I thought that it matched nicely with the golden goblets as well as the brown barrels. Now try saying that 10 times fast. The roof of the stalls are made out of 1x3 curved slopes and are held up with 4L poles connected into 1x1 round plates with a hole in it. Before I placed the stalls, I added an orange-leafed tree to the middle of the area to give the marketplace a bit of shade. I thought it would be funny to allow the tree to rotate in circles, so I put it on a 4x4 turntable. Next, I made a meat stand, a fruit stand, a vegetable stand, a bread stand, and of course the beer stand which I already had, and I started adding them into the marketplace area. Sorry for the bad camera angle on this one, but for the meat stand, I added sausage, 2 types of fish, and some lobster. For the fruit stand, I made 2 chests of apples, 2 chests of cherries, and a box of bananas. I struggled to get the vegetable stand onto the cobblestones, but after I finally did, I added a box of mixed vegetables. For the baker's stand, I added a box of croissants, as well as 2 boxes of different types of French bread. For the beer stand, I put 3 different beer kegs around the stall, and I built a desk to hold the keg so that the townspeople can have a beer. I'm not really sure if this beer holder is called a desk or if it's even called a beer holder, so if anyone has any clues as to what a device is that holds a beer barrel, please let me know in the comments below. All the stalls look really nice, but it doesn't seem like there's a lot of people in the marketplace. Let's change that. I added a brewer and the 2 ladies who had been playing pickleball and now needed a refreshing drink. I added a baker who still has a piece of wheat in his pocket, as well as a lady who is buying a loaf of French bread. For the fruit stall, I added a cute child eating an apple while the mother paid for the food. For the vegetable stand, I had a guy buying a large tomato. To build the tomato, I used a leaf piece with a red Technic ball for the tomato. For the meat stand, I added a police ranger feeding his dog a piece of sausage because the dog had done so well on his shift and was such a good boy. I added a few more minifigures, such as a magician pulling an ethically treated and safely handled bunny out of his hat. I added a painter sitting underneath the tree who was dreaming about what a beautiful picture the marketplace would be. There is also a cello player who has been playing for people in the marketplace as they shop for food. This poor fellow forgot that the medieval convention was at the harbor and not at the beach, so he's running back to be on time. In an upcoming video, I'm going to be cutting a hole into the table right here and adding a subway system which will connect my countryside area to my city area. Also in a separate video, I'm going to be adding more detail to the farm, such as putting a fence that runs along the field and down around the marketplace area to keep the animals out. But for now, I wanted to add more greenery around the marketplace to finish off the area, so I put a little tree amongst the ivy. My grandma also suggested that I should add a swing next to the pickleball courts, so I put one in. I even made it so that the swing can actually swing. I also wanted to connect the vines that were on the bridge to the vines that were on the ground, so I added a few down towards the water. I added 2 trees on either side of the bridge, as well as some smaller plants along the river to make it look a lot more natural. I also thought it'd be a fun idea to have a slide going into the river, so I added one on the beach. I thought it would be a funny idea to add a bear hunter named Jonathan into my Lego forest. First, I removed the top of a tree, while at the same time trying not to knock over the rest of my Lego forest. I then added these 1x1 modified brick snot pieces onto the side of the tree so that the 1x2 modified plates with clips on it could be attached onto the tree. I then moved the pine tree to the left a little bit and began working on the tree stand portion. I used a chair piece along with a 1x1 modified plate with a bar on it to attach it to those little clips. Next, it was time to add Jonathan with a gun to hunt bears. I'm not really sure what types of guns or ammo is used to kill a bear, so if someone could comment below, please let me know. Please subscribe and like this video if you want Jonathan to catch a bear. Thank you so much for staying tuned during this LEGO City update as we worked on the marketplace, adding life to the area, and also a tree stand. Remember to subscribe if you want more LEGO City updates.